All right, welcome back to GreenTalksBucks. This is AJ. This is a new series that I'm doing. It's 30 interviews, 30 days. I was just at the Ball is Life and Off the Dribble events out here in LA. Got 30 interviews with all your favorite players and faces in the one-on-one scene. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for all 30 interviews. All right, welcome to GreenTalksBucks. My name's AJ. I'm here with
Nas, man, the blueprint.
The Blueprint. All right, so how does it feel to be basically the #1 player on YouTube, kind of consensus at this point?
I always looked at myself as such. I feel like there's been a lot of naysayers and people that try to find different avenues to make somebody else #1, but you know, I carry myself as the #1 player since we started doing rankings. So just continue to prove it, continue to put the work in to separate myself because everybody coming from my spot at this point.
For sure. So you also play in the Big Three, 2 seasons in. Mm-hmm. You planning on playing again?
For sure. I feel like I still got a obstacle to get over. I made it to the championship 2 years in a row and haven't won one. So I feel like now it's the stigma of he can get you there, but he can't get you over the hump. So I gotta figure out what it is that I could get better at. I'm saying look at the film and then go to work this offseason.
For sure. Okay, so we were talking about the Briscoe game. How do you feel about the results of that game not coming to a close, and would you be willing to give him a rematch?
I feel like it was definitely worth. It was the worst way it could have finished. I feel like I was dominating the whole game, and then a lot of outside variables came into factor that usually don't come into factor in a one-on-one. So I didn't like how it ended, and I would not give him a rematch just because of what all they had to do just to make it a game, and for him to end it that way. Like, I don't have respect for that. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it needs a rematch. I feel like I made the statement I was supposed to make. He said I didn't belong on the court with him, and everybody in the gym and in the world obviously know it's a difference.
For sure. So I guess just to maybe even push it a little bit more, what if he were to come back and he were to beat, the other guys in the top 5?
Oh no! If he worked his way back up to it, the game, I definitely would do it. I just don't think it's like my game right now. I think, I got a couple games that I have lined up in my head that people always want me to play this person and this person, but I have always, had like a game plan for my trajectory. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Briscoe game, nobody thought it would happen, and I was advocating for it so much that it eventually happened. So I believe in manifestation, and I feel like I have a visual of who my next few games is, and then how it can elevate me to where I need to be.
For sure. So who do you think is your toughest opponent you've ever played?
Toughest opponent I ever played would have to be Zay. I lost that game. Haven't lost the game in a while, and he caught me when I feel like I wasn't fully healthy for it, but at the same time, there's no excuses. I got out there, so I gotta produce, and I didn't produce. He won the game, so I say it had to be him.
For sure. And you're planning on doing a rematch with Skoob pretty soon. What's your thoughts about that game?
This is my guy. We've been on the road together, cheering each other on. So the house will kind of be divided in that sense, whereas there's some of us on his side, some on my side, but I feel like everybody would just be spectators to that game. They just watch and enjoy, how the game go. The game went to a point. I won about 15-14 or something like that at the Nesquik. And it's all love, but between the lines, we go to war. So he know that, I know that, and there's nothing has to be said. Until the time comes, we'll still, cheer each other on, but because I want the best for him, he want the best for me. But at the end of the day, only one of us will win, and I plan on being that person.
For sure. If you were to beat Skoob, what's next on the agenda?
I think it's either Eugene German or Patrick Beverly, for sure. And that's my game plan.
A lot of people are hating on the Pat Bev game. I would like to see that happen, though, man.
I mean, I don't understand it because people were hating on me playing Pat Bev, saying he old, he out of shape, but DA didn't play for 2 years and played Rob, who was considered the #1 player. He's 37, Patrick Beverly's 37. Patrick Beverly is currently in the EuroLeague right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand where it's like they're holding this against me, but not holding it against the other person who was considered number one at the time until he lost. So I just feel like it'd be a double standard with everything I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't give a fuck what people say. I just do what I want. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a valid point. They're gonna keep talking until you knock everybody off, man.
yeah, it's going. They're gonna say what they're gonna say. They're gonna want what they're gonna want. I'm gonna do what I want to do because they're gonna find a way to criticize it regardless. So at this point, you know what I'm saying? This is the fruits I get to enjoy because I work so hard to be the number one player. I can do what I want, and you just gotta live with it. You know what I'm saying? So I just plan on doing what I expect. I feel like that. The school game I didn't want to play, but I gave the fans what they want with this one. So after this one, I'll do what I want.
Go back to your chase the pros, man. So speaking of doing whatever you want, what was your reason of leaving Next Chapter?
It wasn't really, I never had no problem with Next Chapter. Treated me well. It was a start in my journey. I think it was just the fact that I tore my meniscus playing in the 5-on-5 game with them. Was out, and at that time during Next Chapter, we was doing like making a video and we was splitting it half and half, or I had to do 3 videos for like $1,200 a month or whatever. Which when I was hurt, I wasn't able to produce any videos, and they wasn't producing no content for me, so they wasn't able to pay me when I was hurt. So Ball's Life gave me the opportunity. They said they would take a chance on me with being hurt to know that I will come back and still be better because of my work ethic. And that's why I love it over here at Ball's Life. Like, they took care of me when I was nobody. Like, I couldn't do nothing for them. I could just talk on the sideline. So they got a lot of love for me for that. And yeah, that was the reason. It was no like
ill will.
Yeah, ill will. Like, I respect everything Scotty did. Me and Scotty really started Next Chapter from the beginning. I'm not gonna say I started it because it was his vision, but I was the beginning of it, like, with him. You know what I'm saying? Me and Moon. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And then we added on, and it grew and grew. And kudos to him for executing his game plan when everybody thought he was crazy, and he did what he said he was gonna do. So, you know what I'm saying? I got mad respect for that. And that's what people say to me. Like, they think I'm crazy for asking for these pros, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So it is what it is.
A couple quick ones to end it off here. Who's somebody that's underrated to you that deserves a big matchup?
Somebody that's underrated to me that deserves a big matchup. I'm trying to get the best answer. I think somebody that's underrated that deserves a big matchup. I'll say, I think C4 will be one, or some new guy named Tello. I watched him over this last off-the-line dribble. And maybe not a big matchup as in like top 5, but like somebody that's top 10 to really gauge how good he is. Because what I seen, the sky's the limit for him. So
I saw the same thing, man. So what's a matchup, not including yourself, that you would like to see? Huh. You're good.
A matchup, not including I think the Zay and LP game I'm very excited for, that is coming to fruition. And it's going to be a battle. And I'm excited to see that game. So they already given me my wish.
You got a winner for that game? You got a prediction?
Zay, for sure. Zay, 30-25.
For sure. All right, well, thanks for taking the time.
No problem.
Appreciate it. And I'll catch you tomorrow, man.
Signing out.